Hey everyone, this is Matt from the Who Goes There podcast, joined by Alia from the Who Goes There podcast, and we're here to recap day 2 of the Telluride Horror Show 2019. If you haven't checked out our day 1 recap, we talked about Seder, After Midnight, and Mutant Blast, and something else that's escaping me right now. But if you go and watch that, you can find out exactly what we thought about those 4 films. But we are going to start with day 2 with the first movie we watched, which was Making Monsters. If you are interested in what we have to say about Making Monsters, I did an interview with the director, the 2 stars, and the executive producer of Making Monsters, and that will be up on our YouTube channel, as well as at the tail end of episode 233, which will be our Little Monsters episode. So Making Monsters, what did you think?
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was
fun and unexpected where it went, you know.
It did a really good job of blending in humor without making it seem forced. The first, is my hair awful?
No, I'm looking at it looks like something bigger.
The first half hour is just absolutely hilarious comedy, and then it shuts it the fuck down and gets real serious real fast. I thought the movie was probably one of the most horror feeling films of the entire festival.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It definitely had me guessing throughout the movie what was going to happen. When I was talking to the director, I said, oh, well, I thought this was happening through most of the movie, and then this happened, and I realized what an idiot I was. And it's quite fun. It's got some good blood. It's got one of the funnest kills I've seen. They do hang dong at some point for those of you.
It's got a pretty fun kill at the very, very beginning too.
Yep.
It really wants to grab you right from the gate.
And that's where they hang dong. So if that's what you look for, which I know we do, then there's dong for you.
No, I don't.
I definitely think Making Monsters is one of the standouts so far, and I would check that out when it comes out. There's no info on a release date yet. After Making Monsters, Alia and I had the unique pleasure of doing something we've never done
displeasure
at Telluride Horror Show, and that is walking out of a movie. I don't know how much I want to talk about this movie because I don't want to just shit on it when it's not out yet. But there was a movie that the reason I walked out was because I was bored beyond tears. I could not watch any more of that movie. I thought it was just directionless, really. It was kind of bland and uninspired. I didn't think the acting was all... It's one of those movies where I feel like the lead actress was cast because she's very attractive, and maybe they put her in a role to carry a film that she wasn't ready to do yet.
Yeah. I think she needed some support in that lead role. I didn't like where it was going. I don't know.
Well, you didn't like it more for what the movie was about, or what was happening. The movie is One Bedroom. I want to at least tell you the name.
It's a girl who moves to Hollywood to pursue her dreams of being a costume designer. I think she's into fashion.
Yeah, bad relationship with her family, and then as soon as she moves into this apartment, she starts getting threats, and she starts having weird things happen, and
noises in the night, in the walls.
Yeah, and we won't tell you where it goes from there, but
suffice to say that's what left me a little sour.
Yeah, Alia definitely had more of a gut
distaste
problem with it. I was just bored. Our friends did stay to finish it though, and
it was okay.
We met up with them later, and Alia and I were talking before we talked to them, and it was okay, well, we may not have seen the ending, but it's either going with the super tropey generic ending or one of these other 2 endings. And we were and if it gets one of those 2 endings, and we both said, who cares? We were just so disinterested in
it wouldn't matter. Yeah, it wouldn't
plot.
Change my interest in the movie either way.
Yeah, so I would avoid that one for sure.
But We've heard,
I mean,
people said it was okay.
Yeah. I mean, by all means, these are just our opinions.
And that we missed, like, when the action happened. We missed all the action in that movie.
Oh. Well.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go back and find it. After that, we watched Daniel Isn't Real, which is a movie that's kind of been on our radar for a while. I don't know.
Has it?
It's been on mine.
Since Telluride?
No, it's been on mine for a while.
Okay,
at least because remember when the movie was over and the credits were playing, I was like, I knew Elijah Wood was involved in this because I've been hearing this is a new Elijah Wood movie. Like he's an executive producer or something, and I'm always really into the movies that he does. I think he's got a great eye for horror, and Daniel Isn't Real is very. I told Alia, I'm like, so this is basically like a modernized Drop Dead Fred, and it kind of is, but without. It
gives a little twist at the end, right?
Yeah, and it's obviously more dark and violent than Drop Dead Fred, but you know, it's an imaginary friend who.
And it gets weird. Like, this movie gets fucking weird.
There's surprisingly, there's some body horror elements in this, and neither one of us were expecting that. Mm-hmm. I had a lot of fun with it. This is my first time seeing Patrick Schwarzenegger in something.
Yeah.
And he's a really good actor. He's also a total babe. And the one thing is sometimes he looks so much like his dad that it's a little jarring. It's like, Arnold, what are you doing here? It feels like Terminator, where they put
like his dad.
They put young Arnold in a movie where you know Arnold's like 4 times older than that. All in all, I really enjoyed it.
I liked it too. I really liked Daniel Isn't Real.
Yeah, I thought that it was pretty well paced. You know, the characters were all really well fleshed out, and most of them were likable. I would definitely give Daniel Isn't Real a watch when you get a chance. Mm-hmm. Finally, on that day, we did... What did we do? We did the pig roast, and then we did the Golden Glove. Golden Glove, I guess, is based on true events of a German serial killer who killed women who frequented his local bar called the Golden Glove, or the Goldenen Handschuh. Handschuh is the best word in the entire language of any language. What did you think of Golden Glove?
I was in the minority, and I really liked it.
I really didn't think you were gonna. Honestly,
I know. I didn't think I was gonna like it either.
Festival,
but I like people watching, and that movie was nothing if not a fucking voyeuristic experience.
Festival programmer and homie Brad McHarg had said that the movie is very unflinching in its portrayal of violence towards women, and he's not wrong. But also, they don't glamorize any of it. Yeah, and I really thought that Alia was going to tune out, you know, for that part, and she didn't. And surprisingly, a movie about a vicious serial killer.
A lot of people found it boring.
Well, a lot of people found it funny. There was some really, really great jokes in there.
It was supposed to be funny, though.
Yeah. The secondary characters were really, so good. They were like so much fun to just watch as extras in the background. Even just like, what is like background actors. Extras. The extras in the bar, I could not keep my eyes off of them. It was like just fascinating. There was one woman that's just sitting in the background and she's blurry, but you can see her just sitting there all drunk. She's got a drink in one hand. She's been in every shot, like always just sitting in the same spot, wasted. Flicking her cigarette into her drink. And it's like that small attention to detail that makes that movie really fun. It's a little long in the tooth, but I mean, it's definitely worth a watch. People wanted more action from it. Yeah. Like everyone was expecting more kill. Yeah, there's a little domestic thing where it's him living with this woman in the middle. It's realistic, you know? Like, I don't know. It's every character I felt was so human. Like, even the ones you met for a short amount of time, like, you even get an understanding of kind of like how they ended up there, or, you know, like how unhappy they are, but they refuse to do anything about it. It's like, they feel real. I feel like all the characters, and that kept me watching, like, and interested. Yeah. But so beware, you might find it boring. That's our wrap up for day 2. What was your favorite film of day 2? Out of Making Monsters, Daniel Isn't Real, One Bedroom, and Golden Handschuh. One bedroom.
Shut up. Probably, it's tough between Daniel Isn't Real and The Golden Glove, because I really liked that movie.
I'm going Making Monsters all the way. It was fun. It was violent. And I really liked the costume design. So that is our recap for day 2 of the Telluride Horror Show 2019. And, sometime tomorrow we're going to record our day 3 episode. We may be wearing these exact same clothes in this exact same position. But I assure you that will be tomorrow. So make sure to check out day 1. Make sure to check out day 3. And as always, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, do all that stuff, because it all helps us continue doing what we're doing. So I'm Matt for the Who Goes There podcast, and for Alia, I hate your fucking guts. Bye.